Hi y'all, my name is Joy. For y'all who don't know me, I am Joy Late Night Dinners, and today is my very first networking event all on for me and my women in business. So I just ask that you all come in and enjoy with me. As of right now, we do have two guest speakers, and it is Michelle Davis and Anthony Peterson. They are my babies, and these are and they are both authors, self-publishers. And guess what? We all started from the bottom. So yes, we all started from the bottom. And let me, you know, I gotta give a slide with you. I was her correctional officer. What? And look at it. Stand up, Michelle. Stand up, Michelle.
As Joy said, this is an autobiography. I talked about everything that I've been through, everything that I've done. From growing up without my parents to my grandmother taking over my life at 5 days old. Both of my parents are and were on drugs back then. And so growing up, I was misled, and I had to figure some things out on my own. And that's how I ended up in WDC and Jessup, how I ended up in shock trauma with a punctured lung, fighting for my lungs, fighting for my life, I'm sorry. How I discovered my passionate relationship that I had with God.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Prison. I've always known him. Like, I always knew that he was around. My grandma raised me up in church. But where I've been at in my life and where I knew I wanted to go, I had to get right with him. I had to get right, and I had to get real, because he ain't playing.
No.
I'm his favorite. I just need to let y'all know that. But after that, I got that real good relationship with him, I decided that I wanted to go on and do other things with my life. I wanted to give my life to him, allow him to do his will in my life. And when I say it is amazing, when you let God do what he got to do in your life, these places that I have been compared to where I have been and where I see myself going is nobody but God. So if y'all don't have a relationship with him, I'm gonna let y'all know now, get one with him, because for one, your life is, I can't even explain it. Your life just lights up. It's just, the feeling is awesome. And not only that, y'all are business owners, and the ones that are going out there and trying to be business owners, y'all have to get it right with him, because guess what? He's the one that's going to grow that business. Y'all keep him ahead of y'all business. Y'all talk to him. Listen, when I go to work, I just moved to Atlanta, y'all. I'm so excited. But I just moved to Atlanta the beginning of this year. I've been there since January, and God just takes me all over the place. I've been on TV, y'all. I've been on green. Season 3, y'all, catch me. Season 3. It starts in September. I am in one of the Triumph scenes, so look for me on there. But also BT. I don't even want to go ahead and brag, but I just want y'all to get. It ain't brag. It's not brag. You motivation. It's motivation. I just want y'all to get to this place where I'm at, because it was a place. It was a point in my life where I was at a place and I was nasty. I was pretty on the outside, but I was an ugly person in the inside. And where I'm at today, I want all of y'all to feel like this. Because I wake up, I smile, I tell myself I'm beautiful. I start my day and I tell myself, listen, this day is going to be better than yesterday. My job, I got a job. I applied on the road to Atlanta. On the road to, on 85 South, going to Atlanta, I applied for a job. Let me tell y'all, this is why I say God, I'm his favorite. On the road to Atlanta, I'm applying for this job. I get there the next morning, the job calls me. I get started with the job. I've been at the job before I came back for 2 weeks, and I got a pay raise.
That's it. That's good.
That's I'm his favorite. I will say that till the day I die. I'm his favorite. But it's just y'all business. This is beautiful. Y'all businesses deserve to blossom, because I don't know y'all story and y'all don't know mine. But listen, I'm gonna share mine with y'all, so y'all can know where y'all can go. Because my story wasn't for me, it was for y'all and everybody else that I go out here and talk to. So when I wake up, I look to motivate the next person. I look to go and smile at somebody and say, hi, how you doing? You're beautiful, or you look nice, you smell nice, because that makes people feel good. Everybody wake up with something that they're battling. We're not all battling the same thing, but we are all battling something. So I would rather wake up and tell somebody, you know, compliment them, make them feel good about themselves, because whatever they're battling on in the inside, I don't want no parts of that, and I don't want to contribute to that, because that could be the last straw. And I don't want nobody to be like, well, you said this and they was going through this and now they. It's just best to uplift and make people feel good. Because at the end of the day, that's a blessing from you that you giving to them that they gonna pass on to somebody else. I call it passing a baton. So when you wake up happy. Tell yourself, I'm happy. I'm gonna love. I am love. God loved me first. So I'm gonna love myself next. And then I'm gonna go ahead and love this world.
That's right.
Because when you give love to the world, they give it back. We wouldn't even be at these places that we at in Baltimore, as far as this murder rate. We wouldn't be here if we had so much love going on. If we had love just spreading it. So, excuse me. Oh, and then my other business is I'm stopping y'all because I'm taking over my 5 minutes, but I love doing this. But my other business is Love Taps. What I do is I write notes on here because I'm not able to go around and talk to everybody. So I go to Walmart, I go get my hair done, whatever. I take a sticky note and I place it on somebody's car. And it probably was me. I do it all the time. I remember where I was and the way I felt when I didn't know what love felt like. But when I began to get that relationship with God and He showed me what love was like and He showed me how to love myself, so now I wake up every day and I love myself and I can go out here and give love to somebody else. Now it's your turn. So that's my story, and this is Pain from the Storm.
Yes. Hey son, my baby came to support me. I love you. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me. What I figured I'm gonna do, I'm a bits and pieces in between y'all so we can get this thing rolling. Let me tell y'all how late night doesn't start though, right? Y'all know I'm Joy the club queen, right? Y'all know I turn up. Y'all didn't know that my husband home now, I don't turn up no more like that. But late night dinner started one night, and guess what y'all? This wasn't even ever in my mind to do. Never in my life did I think I would be cooking for 7,000 people. And before I go any deeper, everybody that's doing something, y'all in this Instagram, y'all letting the social media get y'all up here. Make sure y'all bank accounts match y'all followers, please. Oh, but I say that to say, when people see me, they be like, you know, she ain't at 10,000, she ain't at 15,000. I'm at where God need me to be, okay? People really don't understand, like, what's for you is for you. I can't rush your process or nor can I stop it, and you can't do that with mine. One day I was cooking. Y'all know me, I'm in the hood late night then, it's Wake Up Gang. Shakia, she's on the list. Hi Kia. So I was thinking one night, you know my homeboys, hustlers and shit at the club. You know, they coming from the club, whatever. He like, Joy, what you cook? I'm like, I don't even know, let me go ahead and whip something up. I had leftovers. He said, man, you need to start selling this shit. I said, you lying. He said, I swear to God, get ready, all my niggas get one right now. 10 people came. He said, pull up down Select. I said, you lying. Took 20 dinners down Select. That go my pool. You was with me when late night dinners first started. I was at the clubs. I was at the bars. I pulled up to the pimp spots, the prostitutes. It was bad, y'all. I'm talking about it was bad, but that money was good. Piggyback on what you say, but guess what? I had my downtime. I'm only at 6,700 followers, and I've been doing this almost 2 years. But guess what? I'm good. I'm Gucci, because when late night dinners open, y'all ain't never seen me not sell.
But they don't have to follow you. They still see you.
Listen, and I say that to say, that's what I'm about to say. I was getting ready to say that everybody who supports you don't follow you, and that's the reason they don't follow you, because they support you. They don't need all that.
Go mo, go mo, go mo, go mo, go mo, go mo.
This was who gave me my first job in the hair salon. You would never believe it, and she's younger than me. I've always loved her, and it's okay to look up to people because they're younger than you. Makes it, she inspires me so much, and this is her story, Bad Dream.
I actually released my autobiography last year, July 7th. It's called Bad Dream. It actually stemmed from journal entries. I kept a journal since I was a little girl. And I've been one of the type that was hard to express my feelings or talk about things to people. I was scared to talk to my parents. I was scared to even talk to my friends about certain things. And I felt like writing down was the only way that I can get that pain and all that emotional and all the anger stuff out. I don't want to tell too much of what's in the book because I really want y'all to go out and get it if you can. But I do have real journal entries in here from dates, times, and certain events in my life and things that have happened in my life and secrets that I've held from my family and my friends that I didn't feel comfortable with expressing. From things as far as rape, sexual abuse, things how I felt about my mother and father, about how they didn't teach me certain things in life that I really needed to grow, things that I had to learn from my peers and my family, my friends in school, just led me down a path, and life just sucked me, it just sucked. I just went out there not knowing nothing, and life it's like it just hit me like a bowling ball. But before I get into the book, I do want to educate you all on some things as far as business. Before I even published my book, I had a salon. I went into a partnership with my daughter's father. It actually only lasted a year. I do want to tell y'all to let y'all know that when you starting a business, anybody in here that's starting a business or trying to start a business, make sure you have make sure you are focusing, have the right focus and direction as far as where you want your business to go. And don't just hop out there and do it, because sometimes we get so excited and we like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start it. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have it planned, and not only one plan, 1, 2, 3 plans. Because when the first one fails, what are you going to do next? I had a group of people, as far as the first salon, it was hard trying to get people to rent the booths, and then it was a conflict of interest. So when you going into a business, if you have a partnership with somebody, make sure that person's on the same mental level as you as far as the business and where you all want the business to go. And I do have some other pointers that I want to give you all that I wrote down. A lot of businesses fail because, number one, the main reason is no support. Baltimore is a city where a lot of people, for some reason, they don't think it's cool to support your friends or anybody that's coming to business. We gotta stop that. Your best friend, your friends, anybody that has a business, you shouldn't not feel uncomfortable giving them money and buying from them. Because what we do now, they'll sell the same thing. We'll go in the store and buy from somebody else just because they're bigger. We gotta stop that. We're never going to grow as a community if we don't start supporting our friends, our family, anybody. It starts with us. It starts with us. Make yourself proud. Take a picture with your friend's product. Wherever you go, spread the news around about your friends. Another reason why businesses fail is because incorrect marketing. You have to market yourself professionally. Stay up to date with what's going on. The main thing right now is social media. Everybody's into videos and comedy. That's how I started marketing my book. Getting up and coming. Yeah, up and coming. Vontae just recently did a little mini commercial for me for my book. Thank you, Vontae. Yes. And this is my stepbrother right here. He does recordings, photo shoots, and everything. And also have a plan, even if social media crashes, if the internet crashes. Make sure your business is you have enough plans to sustain your businesses if the internet crashes. What are you going to do if social media is not available anymore? Make sure you have plans as far as that. Also have multiple backups. Make sure you write down your vision and your financial plan as far as your business. You have to write it down so that you can see growth within your business. Write down how much you may have an account for, the savings account, anything. Make sure you have that, because failure is a part of success. Sometimes you're gonna fail, you're gonna feel discouraged. Pick yourself back up again and start it over again. I tried to do the salon a second time. This time I went in with 2 different people, but I made the same mistake again. I didn't have the right plan as far as where I just know I wanted to make money. You can't just go into a business like that. I just want to make money. I just want to make money. No, you have to have you have to have a plan and where you want to go as far as the business. How are you going to market your product? Where's your direction? Is it young people, old people? What type of people are you trying to connect? That salon failed because I didn't make sure that the people that I was going into the salon with was on the right path. One person ended up bailing in the middle of the lease contract. So it left a financial burden on me and my other partner, which also ended up in failure of the salon. We had to close the salon because at that point I was no longer making money. I was actually making money to pay my booth rent or pay the lease. I didn't have a backup plan for that. What if one of the people bail out? What you gonna do? I did not have a backup plan for that. So again, now I have a young daughter and I don't have a job. Also, I tried selling hair. I also didn't have a plan as far as selling hair. I didn't have a good. I'm sorry. 2 more minutes. Okay, sorry. As far as selling hair, I didn't have a good plan as far as selling hair. Again, I just wanted to make money. I started off launching it with very expensive, and at this day and age, if you don't have a large clientele, yes, if you don't have a large clientele, you cannot just pop out there with a large price. You can't. You will fail that way as well. But I don't want to go too much, but this is my book Bad Dream. I just wanted to educate you all as far as business, because I want to see a lot of young I want us to see us grow in this community. Please support.
Need to see when you open. Let me put my dentist. Come on, I get cash app. Shorty, I just sent you $80. What food you bringing up the way? Like, that's the type of stuff that I get. And I'm a little bit different from everybody. Everything that I do, everything I'm about, sad to say, but I'm in the hood. You understand? People make it bad, and I make it the good out of it. You understand what I'm saying? The hood do me good. It do me good. I cannot lie to y'all, and I promise y'all, no matter how big Joy get, no matter where I go, I'm never leaving my people out, because that's why people always say, well, dang, she giving out clothes this day. God said, give the one, I give you enough for 20. So who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Look, they said Joy sell cars, she babysit, she do hair. That's all Joy. You know, like, yeah, I do it all. So the beginning of this, I just want to open up and say, this gonna be rough, y'all. It's gonna be rough. I swear it's gonna be so rough. I never thought that I would be cooking for almost 7,000 people, never in my life, and I'm doing it. And that has not only did good to me, it has had me on the news, in the Sun paper. I have a philanthropist award. Like, you know, who thought that? And sometimes I look back at myself and see myself like, dang, y'all, I really did it. And to pat myself on the back, look at this event. Yeah. You know? All right, so I love y'all.
We love you too.
I don't want to tell y'all, I got something to say y'all at the end, but who want to go first? Look at it. got her thing set up, girl. Let her tell you about herself. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm Tiara. I am Exquisite Traveling by Tiara. I started this business because I love to travel. Helping people was my passion. Like all of my family, friends always inquire with me like, where should I go? What should I do? You know, how much money to take? Where should we stay? Always asking me questions about traveling. So I'm like, you know, why not make my passion into a profit?
That's right. That's right.
So I think I used a travel agent maybe once or twice. I built a relationship with her. I built a rapport with her. She's my mentor, my go-to person when I get in a jam. I still call her up on the phone like, you know, how do I work this out? How do I do this? She trained me free of charge. It was actually a situation, she had set me up with someone else who was not training me properly at all. And she called me up one day and said, Tiara, I see you coming to the office and y'all just going over answers in a book. You're not getting trained how you should be trained. I'll train you, you know, for nothing. Just come past my house. Just come past my house, you know, we'll fix something up to eat and we'll go over some things with you. That's what she did. And I hit the ground running thereafter.
That's it.
It's like, it kind of like came natural. So I got approved. I got approved for my business the end of January, about January 30th. So we're gonna go ahead and consider that. That's when I started my business. I've been running my business for 2.5 months now. Wow. And thank you guys. In the beginning, it was hard. It was rough. It's still hard. It's still rough. It gets better by the day. It gets a little bit easier. I touch a lot of people. I communicate with a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people, different people, all day long, all evening long. Like, I'm always here to help, even when I don't even want to answer emails after 9 o'clock. It's like it's after business hours, but I'm just so passionate about it. I'm just up at night at the computer. I didn't work 2 jobs already. I done came home, bathed my child, got him ready, and then went to sit at my computer to help my clients. So I'm here for any travel assistance, international, domestic, vacations, honeymoons, all of that above. And all of my information is right here. We have business cards. I have pins with information on there. Send me an email, send me a text, call me.
I got mine.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Joy, for having me.
You're welcome, baby. I welcome you to this business world. One thing that I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell y'all each individually, like I said, you're going to put more in it in your first 12 months. Don't worry about that money. It's going to come back tenfold, girl.
Definitely.
Yes. All right.
Go mo, go mo, go mo, go mo, go mo, go mo, go.
Come on, B.S.
Hello. This is my brand.
She don't speak, y'all.
I'm not a speaker. I talk a lot but I ain't gonna do that tonight. But this is Vandy Rebels Inc. I sell clothes online. I started this business back in, I'm gonna say, the end of 2014, going into 15. Around that time, when I started it, like, you know, it's online. I had no followers. And I remember I was with my daughter, Bob, at the time. We was together, and I said, well, you know what? I'm getting a little discouraged, you know, like, I don't have no followers. I said, but you know what? I'm gonna keep going. So I joined this group. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Kink App.
You listening?
Yes, I'm listening. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Kink App, but I don't even know how I found it. No, this is what I did. I was online, and you know how you go on your explore page and you see different businesses. So I DM'd a couple businesses, and I'm like, you know, can you post my picture, you know? And they like, you know, giving me shade, like, you know, I really can't do it. I'm gonna have to charge you or whatever. So I said, okay, that's fine, you know, because I want to get my business out there and get some followers. So I started doing that, and then I think one person introduced me to Kink App. And this is an app where a lot of businesses post each other's businesses on their Instagram page, so you can get followers. So that's how I started. So now, this is 2018. I got 100K followers.
Yeah! You got
one year I made 50K.
Yes, God.
I don't know where it was at, but I made
Keep it real.
right. I don't know where it was at, but I made it. Okay. I invested my own money in it. I don't have good credit. My credit getting better now, so I couldn't go get a loan. So I used my own money.
You don't look like no non-speaker to me, but
yeah. But it did get to a point when I was with my daughter's father. He had got sick, so I had to basically hold down the forefront, the household. So my money that was coming in, I had to take all that money and pay all my bills. So eventually, I had a downfall. It stopped. So I stopped from 2016. I really wasn't doing nothing. I just started back up the end of last year. And yeah, I have 100K. I love fashion. Y'all know I'm a fashion fanatic. Okay. I don't really have the money to buy all the good stuff, but whatever I'm gonna work with, I'm gonna make it look good. It's not what you wear, it's how you wear. Okay. I don't want to overcharge nobody. I'm charging you the regular price. I just want support. Just support me. I'm the only child. I don't have no family here.
Sit down.
I have a lot of friends. So I don't really have a lot of friends, but I have confidence in myself, and I have goals. That's all I need. And I'm gonna keep going. And I just got a lot of plans in my mind. But everybody grab my card. Look me up online, and I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support.
No, ain't no way. Let's get it. Want the whole thing, don't win a fraction. I'm from the cycle, where most likely you gon' be trapping. But I made a way, and they like how. Shock the reaction. I'm tryna eat with my napkin. Ziploc fresh on the caption.
Alright, so we are a party planning service. We provide all types of services from weddings to baby showers, all that good stuff. You want to say anything about that?
We basically provide services that we do everything ourselves. We put together everything ourselves. We handcraft everything.
Yes, everything is made by
personal
hand.
stuff that y'all want for your homes, we make for parties, for baby showers, cookouts, weddings. We do everything all. So I mean, we just love.
So the way we started, me and Makita have been friends, like I said, for over 15 or 20 years. We always the ones in the family that do the decor and the events for all of our family, friends, for free.
For free.
But, probably about 2 years ago, God put in our hearts that we need to go ahead and step out there and do our own thing. And
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will. So, we was coming up names. At first we were going to be Sisters with Style, but it didn't really catch us like K times 2 because we just like the spelling of our name. It's unique, which also represents what we are. As she said, we do a lot of DIYs. We handcraft a lot of our things. We customize according to the client's need for their event. So we have a lot of gift sets here, all of our information, and we just really like helping people. We like to give back a lot. We actually just did a prom contest.
Yes! Prom contest. You guys see that? Yes. That was, y'all know that was right up on Julie alley.
So we are babies in the business world as well. We actually just started January the 16th. So 3 months later, we have booked over 15 events. We're completely booked for the month of May.
You gotta shout for your friend.
So we just want to give back with the prom contest as a thank you for all of the support that we've been getting and things of that nature. And we're here to stay. So just check out everything that we have here.
Come support us, you guys.
That's it. Come on, y'all.
Man, I've been grinding hard, trying to get it from the bottom. And if my bro need me, yeah, he know his bros got him. When I get that bag, yeah, we gon' start. Take care of the family, like it whatever you want.
Hey, Jules.
My business is Jules by Jewel. As she said, everything is handcrafted.
I actually started off, I was going to stores and I always wear an arm full of bracelets.
Yes, Lord.
And I would go to stores and I would get a bunch of bracelets and stuff like that, and they wasn't always to my liking. And I'm like, well, I need some bracelets that fits me. And I like silver and gold. So, you know, I don't like
it together.
Yes, I like it together.
My grandmother would
So
die.
I decided to go and get some, you know, beads and different things to make my own jewelry. So people started asking me like, well, look, can I buy this off your wrist? And I'm like, no, I make one and sell it to you. So it went from there, and then my mother started saying like, well, you need to just go here and just sell jewelry. So I started selling jewelry, but I kind of gave up on it. But then I met Joy.
Okay.
And she took me to New York for my birthday. And we came back and she was looking in my trunk and I had a whole bunch of stuff. And then she was like, what is you doing with this, girl? You need to, come on, take this out. She like, yo, she got jewelry over here. She advertising on the block. She like, oh, girl, you need to sell this. What you doing with this? So I started off selling my picture necklaces. And it went from there. So I started back doing the bracelets and stuff like that. And, you know, she just been motivating me along with a few other people in my life. So this one thing I know for sure, I'm not gonna give up on.
She ain't gonna.
I'ma keep pushing. She been in my butt this whole time since she told me about the event. So I'm definitely not giving up, and I'm gonna keep pushing. And y'all gonna see Jules by Jewel more often.
Alright, piggyback on what she said. I wasn't gonna give up because we gonna have to probably cut it short a little bit. But let me just piggyback on something that she said. I just believe in there should be no one riding the boat by themselves. If you got friends, encourage your friends. I told my homegirls, like, look, Joy not gonna be the only one out here making money and all. You feel me? Y'all got gifts. You feel me? Everybody got a gift. My grandmother always told me, my grandmother 95 years old, y'all can take this how y'all want to take it back to the projects, whatever. She said, whatever you good at, get paid for it.
Okay.
End of discussion. I don't care how you take it or where you take it to. My friends, you know what bothers me? When people ride coattails and the coattail ain't leading you nowhere. Where you going that way?
Oh, you going to church?
Where you going? I need you to ride a coattail. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Look, I need y'all to get on that coattail. I tell my friends, like, look, I'm that coattail. I got 7,000 followers. When late night dinner's open, bitch, bring your bracelets. And when late night dinner's open, put a few shirts at the front door. And when late night dinner's open, bring that right there, just in case. You know, we gonna ride off these 7,000 followers, okay? Instagram is growing. Y'all gotta start putting y'all friends on the market because it's not fair. You out getting all the likes, everybody hugging you, everybody saying hi to you, and your friends in the back. That's why people is dying.
Yeah, I see you on your grind. Yeah, I see you with that money on your mind. Yeah, I see you shorty shag. Straight flexing on them haters when you drag. Count it up,
And this is Tasteful Treats. I mean, Tia. Go ahead, you got it, girl. Go.
Yes, can you pick one of them? Yes, baby. I've been doing so much stuff. Like when I tell y'all, I thought I wanted to do hair. I thought I wanted to cook dinners. I worked for Baltimore City Public School System. I've been there for 12 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You definitely invested.
Man, what made me start doing this? I got married at 22 years old. I'm gonna be 31 Monday. Me and my husband ain't make it that. I've been with since I was 18. We ain't make it. We bought a house together. I went into foreclosure. I said I need to do what I need to do. I don't work during the summer. So I started selling dinners. I even put a salon in my basement. I put him out. Alright! Yeah, you gotta go. So I got baptized August.
Yes.
And I woke up. I only been doing this for what? Since December.
She ain't lying, y'all. She ain't lying, that girl.
Cause when I tell y'all I was doing interior decorating, like I do that too. I do a lot, but this is my passion.
That's the gift God gave you.
Yeah, so.
Well, congratulations.
Thank y'all.
y'all is my stand up here. Stand up, baby, and tell them about your business.
I'm Kendra.
Hey, Kendra.
My business
Kendra
is called Frame by Ken Wool. I've been in business for almost 6 years now.
Yeah.
My name came from my first and my last name. My best friend husband used to always call me Ken Wool, and I liked that name because it gave a twist to me. Like, you know how like they say people don't like supporting black people. So when he started calling me Ken Wool, I was like, you know, that sound Asian. It sound Asian, and then it was my first and my last name put together. So I was like, oh, I'm going to name my business that. But how I came up with my business was I was on a trip with my 2 best friends, and I always wore sunglasses. So I originally asked my best friends did they want to do it with me. I had $300 to my name. I used to be a correctional officer for like 6 years. I stopped. I went to college. So I graduated from college, and I was like, you know, I gotta do something while I'm going to school because I didn't want to work and go to school at the same time. I was real lazy. So I asked them, did they want to, you know, participate in the business, because I always can sell anything. In high school, I sold candy. Like, literally, I'm not lying. I would make like $200 a day from selling candy, and I started selling candy from Halloween candy. So I always knew I had a gift of selling things. So they said no. I had $300 to my name. Where we was at, we was like in a wholesale district. I was like, you know, I'm going to spend my $300 on some sunglasses. I took my last $300, bought some sunglasses. I originally started, I wanted to be jeweled the sunglasses. That was too time consuming for me. I said, I can't do this. It's not for me. So I stopped trying to add stuff to the glasses, and I just started selling the glasses. So, you know, that's when Instagram had just started. You know, everybody was converting from Facebook to Instagram, because I never sold glasses on Facebook. It was always Instagram. So, you know, once I started getting it popping, like I was sending stuff out, like free stuff, because you're gonna lose money before you make money. So I started sending free stuff, like and other people is always gonna support you before people that know you support you.
Hey, say it again. For the people that didn't hear you in the back.
It's always gonna be other people that support you before the people that know you support you. They have to see you elevate before they support you. So I remember my first play, I had these glasses called the Toby glasses. They was oversized glasses, and I knew they was a monster before anybody even got them. I was sending them to like girls in Atlanta.
You got ID and nobody else ain't got it, but
and nobody couldn't get them. I was getting these glasses from UK, right? So I was selling these glasses. I think when I first started selling them, I was selling them for $30. I could not keep these glasses, and I had this one girl. Y'all probably know her name, Mr. Corum, on Instagram. She's a really pretty girl. She's licensed. Really, she's from Atlanta. You know how it was the popular page before they turned it converted into the explore page. I wish they would have kept it like that. I like it better. No, it was explore. It was the popular page first. I liked it when it was the popular page because it was different criteria for people. It's just chronological now for explore page. Popular page, you had to have a certain amount of followers and fan base in order for you to even make it to that page. She was the first person that ever wore them. I didn't even send these to her for free. She ordered them from me. When she bought my glasses, I promise you, it was like, she had so many followers. I was like getting orders, like I took off. But I got complacent with my business. Like, I remember her saying she made like $50,000. I think I had made like $20,000 in like 7 days. Because I'm really good with coming up with like sales, like different stuff that people not doing. So I'm really good with that. So I was like, I'm gonna drop a sale 5 for $45 out of the blue, out, just like you said. Oh, all right, just like you said. So and that really took me off, but I came complacent with it because it was so much money coming in, and I got lax with my business. Like I wasn't
promoting like I supposed to. So then I started seeing the decline in my business. I just had a store. I closed my store down because it wasn't balancing out to me.
Everybody meant to be in the store. Don't let them make you think you are, honey. I do good out my kitchen.
Yeah, so when my lease was up, I closed my store because I didn't want to be paying someone monies that I wasn't making, or I was making, but I was paying him. That makes sense. So all in a nutshell, I have a big project that's coming this summer. That's a little different from what everybody else is doing. The one thing I can say is stay consistent.
Yes.
Believe in yourself. Pray a lot. Pray first. Like I literally pray throughout the day, daily. Just for God. Like I don't go to church all the time, but I'm very spiritual, and I just say pray and you shall receive. As long as you believe. That's all I can say.
I've been grinding, trying to get it on my love. This world we live in, fake, this shit ain't right. Can't distract me, never looking left or right. Tunnel vision, one day we gon' see the light. I've been grinding, trying to get it on my love. This world we live in, fake, this shit ain't right. Can't distract me, never looking left or right.
Honey's been on it. She was on it. Like, look, I'm coming. I'm paying my money right now. This is getting ready to be ready to happen. And she been here ever since. And I'm gonna let her tell y'all about her jewelry. The floor is yours. Well, both of you guys. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. Congratulations. I wish everybody much success tonight.
Thank you.
It's been like, I don't know, what was it, like September, October, November, something like that. My aunt was selling the paparazzi jewelry, and I kept saying, I'm going to do it. She said it only take $100 or so, and I kept, you know, I'm hesitant about it. How fast am I going to make the money back? You know, all this and that and the other. So around like right at the Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving, I was just like, forget it. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get this kit. I'm going to start around between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I tried to get on to a couple of events. I got shut down kind of like every time. They was asking for like handcrafted events, and then the tables were like $50 and this and that and the other. And it just wasn't working out for me, so I kind of sold to my coworkers. I work with a wonderful group of ladies. I work at a Head Start program. They are very supportive. They buy everything from me. My daughter was selling Yankee candles. She sold Joe Corby's. I sell her jewelry. I'd be like, I know y'all probably think I'm like Hustle Man from Fifth Floor. I work like 5 different jobs. I work like 5 different jobs. My friends will tell you, you got a little bit of Jamaican, Mexican, African, all of that in one. But I'm out here to get this money. I have a 6-year-old, and like I said, I work these different jobs, and I still work them nevertheless. I worked last night. I went home, took a nap, I got up, and I'm here. But my daughter, she's 6, and I get tired of being like away from her all the time. You know, working here, working there, working the other place. Working in other places. So this is my second event. The first event was very successful as well. Just somebody else just trying to share love with everybody. And I did my first event, and I was, you know, I was a little bit scared, I was a little bit nervous, but I did it, and I made out awesome. This is the second one.
Hold on, I got a question. Because I hear a lot of people saying they be being nervous about this and this and that. Yeah, like if God is for you, who can be against you? Like you gotta step in there. You gotta step in there. I just keep in. I'm sorry, I don't mean to break you up. But I need you the next event when you walk in, I need you to just walk in and know that you own it. Don't worry about who like you, worry about if you gonna like them. Right, okay? You're right. Alright, go ahead.
So I secured the second event, and I don't know, after the first one, things are just kind of moving. The person that I had the first one with, they having the second one. Like everybody around the room said, you'll lose a lot of money before you see yourself starting to make something. And I'm one of those type of people. I ain't never trying to give up. Whatever it is, I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna keep hustling. Whatever it is, what's for me, it be for me. And then the only other thing, you know, trusting God and just trusting the process, sticking with it, whatever it is. I'm one of them type of people. I always like to have stuff. So passion of selling, passion of promoting. Here I am, here it is, and this is my cousin here. This is my cousin
Kiva.
Hi. Hold on, let me say something. I love her.
So this is my cousin Kiva. I don't know how many years. Oh, well, I just want to say something. I don't know how many years apart we are, whatever have you. just like last week, 2 weeks ago, we was talking and she was like, well, yeah, I was at work and something about these waist beads and I started making waist beads and I said, well, look, I got a table.
That's what I about.
Yeah, I was like, well, look, I got a table. She was like, well, do you think the girl got any more tables? I said, well, when I secure, you know, she said she had one more spot left. Come on, girl, let's split this table down the middle.
Right.
You put your stuff over here and I'm gonna put mine over here.
Bring your friends up.
Bring your friends. And then here we go. Well, hello, yes.
That's out. Let us see these waist beads. That's out. Let us see these waist beads. Yes.
Yes, and I started making these like this. You know, like I went to somebody's house one day, you know, to take and do her hair. So she bent over, you know, like, and I looked at her, you know, like I was like, well, you know, like, tell me what's that around your waist? And she was like, girl, they waist beads. I had these for like 2 or 3 years. You know, like, and I was, you know, like I was just checking her out. I said, you know, they look nice. So she was like, well, you know, they a girl, you know, that work over there, and she gave me her, you know, her phone number and stuff. You know, so I called her and she came to the job and, you know, had a bunch of beads and she kept trying them around me. No, that don't fit. No, that don't fit. Well, then I have to take your measurements and I will get you some. And I said, okay. So I waited. Then I wanted them beads because I wanted to, you know, take it, you know, look nice with them on and stuff, you know, because I seen her with them on. She had me waiting for them beads for 4 months.
And what you did, make your own.
I went to the fabric store and found me some beads and I made my own. Right. So I went to work. So now, you know, like I'm on the medicine cart, then I'm bent over. You know?
And they checking you out.
Then the girl was like, well, what's that around your waist? So I'm like, they beads. And she was like, well, you know, can you make me some? And I was like, okay. So
That's not God give it to you.
no, you're telling me, because I done been through some things. Wow. So I made her some beads, and then I started just making them. And people just bum rush me now. Oh my God, you got the beads and take my size. And you know,
So
this
now
is
guess
what
what?
you did.
Now guess what? Don't stop making them.
No, but I'm not.
That's unique. That's different.
Mission is to get my cake up, say a prayer up above and then I'm out it. I remember how I was stressing, sucked it up and count my blessing. Mission planned up, bands got ran up, yeah, I gotta win, yeah, gotta win, yeah. Remember being down bad, bitch, I'm up, bitch.
Sincerely, whoever thought. I'm gonna write a book called Whoever Thought. That's the idea I got. And any one of y'all still, I'm suing y'all for infringement. I met this girl, Carrie and Pratt. Y'all know where y'all see Boy Cupcake at all the time. Carrie and Pratt, one side, y'all know what's from South Baltimore, whatever. Y'all know that's my little stopping ground. So I was around there one day, and I don't know how I met this girl, right? But something just kept saying, little sister, little sister, little sister, little sister. I don't know why. No, this is a real life testimony, though. Something kept saying, little sister, little sister, little sister. We was talking about something one day. And before I go any further, because after this, we just gonna mix, mingle, bring out drinks. So let me tell y'all a little something before I get to her. Because after this, we getting out of here for real. When I met Moo, right, I was going through a hard place. My husband wasn't home. It was like at the end, my anxiety was it was real bad. But something kept saying to me about her little sister. Like little sister. And we had a conversation about a month ago, Moo. And she texted me and she said, you're the best big sister I never had.
Don't you start, don't you start.
No, but because, you know, like sometimes, I'm going to say this in business, right? Because, and let me tell you, like you said, I'm not bragging, but I carry my, oh, I wish I could leave my water in here. But I carry my, you don't never know sometimes. But I carry blessing nobody.
You are.
I carry my bitches on my back, right?
That's how you
I carry my bitches on my back.
Exactly.
And okay, Monique, because I've been knowing
you.
You
got right here to see bitch look like this because you
right.
are. Everybody think what you thinking.
Go ahead. I really carry my bitches on my back, y'all. I'm not lying. Like, when I say that coattail, I believe in that coattail, and that's a story I came up with. Because I feel like I be seeing so many people follow so many people they should not be following. Like, why you following that bitch? She don't give a fuck about you. She just needs you there to make a +1. She don't need you there.
To make her feel good.
To make her feel good. He don't need you there. For what? And then you mad and you want to kill him there.
And I ride my BF coattail.
Okay? I tell my friends, I always tell them, it's okay to go somewhere and be like, yeah, my homegirl Joy. Because they going to be like, oh, Lord, get her in. All right? And what they going to say, cool? Get her in. I paved my way in these streets enough. I really paved my way in these streets. And I'm a little bit harder than a lot of y'all because I had to really get it out the mud, y'all. When I say get out the mud, I've been saying this shit before OTM. Like, I've really been getting this shit out the mud. I'm talking about homeless. Lost my house, my car, went to prison. I was a CO.
Now, the
same officers that I sat beside.
The same doors you was closing, you had.
The same officers that I ran a team with had to feed me. When I'm talking about getting paid $80,000 a year to making zero, to almost killing myself on the side of 295. Do y'all want to get into what I've been through? Huh?
Sure. Come on and shake.
You said a testimony.
I was 23 years old making $80,000 a year. I'm talking about 16 on 16. The major called me.
And she ain't even care because she was my CEO.
Okay.
Y'all don't remember? And y'all remember Game. I remember Game.
Yes.
But this was my.
Hold on, I'm about to go back.
This was my officer. This was my favorite officer who I would wait for to come in 7 in the morning, 7 to 3, who would bring me earrings, lotions, spray.
Oh, bitch, you gonna look good in here. Oh, you gonna look good in here. Oh, you gonna look good. Damn.
If she ain't, I ain't, okay?
Let me give y'all another key. Hold on, I used to make my bitches lunch meat sandwiches and bring them to work. Okay, they used to be, like, I just couldn't see people like that because I got a heart. And I always been like that. My major called me in the office one day. He said, I said, go ask the dorm. The dorm said, y'all had to put on some lockup because we ain't say shit. We ain't say Them motherfuckers went on lockdown for a week, y'all. I said, oh yeah. Right. You feel me? But I'm not ghost. I mean, what they say, you're guilty until proven innocent. Vice versa to me. Whatever they say.
Exactly.
I'm not here to judge y'all. Y'all don't know how much shit I done got away with.
Right. Okay.
All I used to do is sell drugs.
Right. Shut up, yo.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I used to. But God gave me a different path.
All they see is the cover. They don't know the inside.
And let me say this. My stand-up. Before I introduce more stand-up, mine. This is mine. I want to say this. Everybody always say, because the parents. Let me tell you, I had a mother and father all my life. How long? 48? 38 years? I never seen another man. Well, wait a minute, we seen one man and my sister lied. Wait a minute, my sister right there lied. She used to stand up. My sister lied, said he ran her foot over. He did. Because she wanted him out the house. Got my father to come all the way back from Ohio. This lie, it was bad. It was bad, but I say all that to say, my mother and father been together all my life, so I know what it looked like. They raised me right. I did wrong on my own.
Okay.
When I got a whip for that street life and that money like this, I could get Jordans when I wanted. When I'm 14 and 15 wearing Pradas, I ain't better not tell me nothing. For real, but my mother and father raised me right. That's why I knew how to get this money the second go round. When I lost everything, I just took everything I seen my mother go through. Everybody don't have that. It's not as fortunate as me. Me and my mother don't see eye to eye all the time. But my grandmother used to always tell me, y'all ain't gonna never get along because y'all just like
But ladies, I want y'all to be strong. And everybody go forward. Go forward. Don't even look back. Don't look back. I mean, remember, but just don't dwell on it.
Right.
the bad things in your past.
You right. Keep moving.
Keep it moving.
That's right. And she always told me that, and I love her
And
for
keep
that.
God first.
That's it.
Yep.
So